Hola familia, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I have a very exciting video. As you guys can see for the title, today we are doing discontinued makeup products. Products that I wish were not discontinued, that I wish that were still around. Now I have done this in the past, but today it's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be special because I will be here doing this video in collaboration with the beautiful Bridget. I have spoken about her in the past. If you follow me on Insta stories, I'm always posting about her. I think she is such a beautiful person. Her channel name is Keeping It Simple with Bridget. That's very hard to say without not singing her jingle in the beginning of her video. If you ever watch any of her videos, there's a jingle in the beginning of her video saying the name of her channel, and it's very hard to say it and not sing it. I'm not gonna sing it. She is a beauty, you guys. I found her accidentally. I think I was just finding new people. Somehow she popped up on my recommendations and I literally dove in and did not get out until I basically watched almost all of her videos. She does foundation reviews, eyeshadow palette reviews. She does hauls, high-end makeup, drugstore, affordable, you name it, she does it. And the best part is, you guys, she is of mature skin. I don't want to say her age because she said it, but I'm gonna let her say it. It ain't my age to be flaunting around and being appreciative about. But let me tell you, she does not look her age. The woman is timeless. The woman does not age. There's not even one wrinkle on that woman's face. She is gorgeous. She's just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. You guys, check her out. Seriously, you will not be disappointed. I am guaranteeing you guys will probably pick up tips and tricks from her because she knows a lot more since she has been doing this a lot more. And I trust a lot of her reviews when it comes to complexion products because she is of mature skin. I know that what she is saying is true. It's not setting into fine lines, accentuating things. I trust her a lot with that. I will link her down below in the description box. Today we decided to collaborate and do makeup products that were discontinued. But of course, you know, in the Alex world, we do all about eyeshadows. But I promise you guys this time I'm not doing just eyeshadow palettes. I will be doing eye products in general because not only do I oh my goodness, see how tongue-tied I get? I love eyeshadows just as much as the next person, but I love any eye product. So I wanted to bring in that and not just eyeshadow palettes. So now that I've gotten that all out of the way and I've gotten my tongue fixed a little bit, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alejandra. I'm an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Project Pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us. And now without further ado, let's get on with the 10 products. Like I mentioned to you guys, I am an eyeshadow enthusiast, and that means any type of eyeshadow products, not only eyeshadow palettes. That's exactly what I wanted to say in the intro and I could not get it out. So we both decided 10 products, since this could be forever long because there's a ton of products that we could showcase. We all know that brands love to discontinue some of our favorites and keep reinventing the wheel per se, instead of keeping those staple things, just because they're trying to get us to spend more money. So anyway, I have 10 products here. They're all eyeshadow products. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started before this video gets any longer. So let's get started on the first product. Now I pulled out 2 shades just so you guys can see it, but the first product I wish was not discontinued are these Milani shadow sticks, these right here. Now these, I'm not saying specifically, I don't think that these are 100% discontinued as far as the line. They just discontinued the colorful ones. They only have like the black, the brown, the cream, the gold, the champagne kind of colors. But these, I have the blue, I have the green, which I'm not even kidding you guys. When I did this eye look, these products were already chosen for me. I already had these in the basket, so I didn't purposely choose these for my eye looks at all. Like, I'm just saying that. It just so happened to be that way. But anyway, so these, I wish were not discontinued. These are so good because you can put these on your lid and they dry and they don't crease, they don't fade. I have very oily lids and that's my issue. I really have a problem with products on my eyes fading or creasing if they're not done well. These for the drugstore were so good. I don't understand. These I can say are comparable to the Laura Mercier or the Mally Beauty ones. I know CoverGirl just recently came out with some that I haven't tried because I have so much makeup. I'm trying not to get any more, but these were really good. I don't know why they got rid of the colorful ones. They had purple, they had green, they had blue. And I don't know why they got rid of these, but these I wish were not discontinued and they would have kept the colorful ones. One that I just found out this year that was discontinued is this cream shadow. Now this is by Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace is an indie brand if you are new to indie brands. They had 4 different multi-chrome cream shadows. Now this one I will definitely swatch for you guys. Those obviously you can see it's green and blue, but this one's a little bit harder. This color
So sorry for interrupting the video at this point, but I wanted to make a quick announcement that since I filmed this video, I actually wore this specific cream shadow on my eyes, posted it on my socials, and Sydney Grace did reach out to me and state that they did not discontinue these. They are just repackaging them in a smaller tube than what you see on the screen. Because these were $25 each, I believe that they were just a little bit too expensive for most people. That's what I'm assuming. So they decided to package them into smaller squeezy tubes because you do get a ton of product and you don't need a lot to use these products. So these are technically not discontinued. All 4 shades will be coming back, just in different packaging. Just wanted to let you guys know so you are fully aware that if this is something that interests you, be prepared. They will be back. And I'm very excited because I want to pick up the other 3 shades I do not own.
Actually, I named. They did a contest. They showed the shades, and whoever's name they love the most, that's the name that they chose. So this is the one that I named that won, and I got this sent to me because I won. But they had 4 different shades. I can't remember all 4 of them. They have since discontinued these, and I don't know why, because this color was awesome. All of them were. So this is the color Phoenix, and you guys, can you see that shifting? I don't know why they got rid of these. These are so good. And I barely put a dot on my hand, and look how potent that is. I love these. These were amazing. Yes, they were an arm and a leg. I wish they weren't. These were $25 a piece, which is why I didn't buy the other 3s and this one was sent to me. But I wish I would have, because this will last me a lifetime. The color is just stunning. And the other ones were, one was like a blue-green shift, another one was like a yellow-pink shift. So they had a 4th one, I can't remember what it was. But all 4 of them have been discontinued since. And I wish they didn't, because these are really good. I have quite a bit of their cream shadows, and they will last you forever. And they're normally $7, I think. I've gotten each of them for like $5, which is still, look how much product you get, and you barely put a little dot on there, and this is how much you get out of it. So I wish that one wasn't discontinued. Now I have a single shadow. This was a L'Oreal single shadow that was limited edition. I wish this was part of their permanent line. You remember these little pressed pigment ones? Yeah, these are pretty old. Don't ask me, because some of these products that I'm going to show you today are very old, but I wish they were not discontinued. This specific color was called Strawberry Blonde. This one is this pink iridescent shift. This was out before all these duochromy, sparkly type of shadows that you see nowadays that are readily available. Look how pretty that is. I love this shade. In person, you can see the sparkle. On camera, you cannot see the sparkle. But in person, I can see that sparkle that this has. It is so beautiful. It shifts from like a light pink to a peachy pink. It's so pretty. This is definitely one of my favorite L'Oreal Infallible pressed pigments. I don't understand why this wasn't permanent. This is such a beautiful shade. I wish this was still around, because I hesitate sometimes to use it because I know this is not available and it's pretty old, so I know it's even hard to find on like the secondary vendor, you know, those Poshmark, Mercari kind of things. But this one was beautiful. Here's another one that is old, but it is some of my favorite. This is very old, you guys. And this was way before eyeshadows had anything to do with the dimensional kind of thing. We always seen at the time when this pigment came out, all you ever saw was browns, neutrals, very calming, relaxing type of eye looks, like nothing out there. And this, of course, drew me in. This is very old, you guys. This is a pigment from Bare Minerals called Hotspot. You don't think there's nothing going on with it, but this is a duochrome. And for Bare Minerals to come out with a duochrome is something serious. I'm going to wet my finger because you need to see this wet. This color is awesome. And I wish this wasn't discontinued, and I wish they made more of these. Look at this. Did that look like the pigment I just showed you? I don't think so. Yeah, I can guarantee you not many people liked this color at the time that this came out, but of course, little old Alex had to have it because I just love anything sparkly duochromy. This has no sparkle to it, it's just an iridescent. And in the pan, it looks like nothing. But here, look how beautiful that is. This is called Hotspot. I cannot find this anywhere on the internet. I tried to find something just to see, and yeah, that is nowhere to be found. That is very, very old, but pigments last a very, very long time, especially since it's not pressed. It's very loose. So I love this one. I wish this wasn't discontinued. I wish they would bring that one back, rename it, do something, because It is so on trend right now, it's not even funny, and that is over a decade old. Here's another product. This is a whole collection that I wish was not gone and over with. The Zodiac pigment collection with Kathleen Lights. All her pigments were so beautiful. I actually purchased them when they got on sale, when they became on sale, so I didn't pay full price for the whole set, but I did buy the whole set because I knew that I wanted them, but I thought they were too expensive for in the beginning. This one's called the Crab. This one specifically was gifted to me by my friend Drea, and you can see that in here it's just a blue. It looks like a blue, but when you wet it, the magic happens when you wet these pigments. When you wet this pigment, it is more intense than the one I just shared with you guys. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? All of these pigments, when you wet them, is when the magic happens. And you kind of do want to wet them because it is a pigment. So you want it to adhere to your lid. So you're going to end up using a glitter glue or wet the pigment to make it stay. So it actually works out in the end, because these look so much better wet. I love all of them. I absolutely love all of these. These were stunning, and I wish, the problem with ColourPop is they go through things so quickly. They're in and out, in and out. They're kind of like a Forever 21, where they're just quickly bringing something in, bringing something out, the latest thing, bringing in, bringing it out. So you never really get to fully enjoy the products, which is a shame, because these pigments are really pretty. And yes, I know a lot of people don't like pigments, but I'm one of those minorities. Moving on to a quad. This quad has been one of my favorites, and I actually gifted this to somebody that I hope still appreciates it or used it up. I don't know. But this, remember these little quads that they came out with? And this is by far one of my favorites. This is called the Soundtrack. I've spoken about this for so long on my channel. If you look back at my older videos, which I hope you do not, because they were atrocious, but I did speak about this quite a few times and I love it. The main reason why I like it is because of these two shimmer shades right here. This green one is not my favorite. It's more of a muddy green, but I can make it work if I use a green base. But these two are the two colors that really attracted me the most out of this one, and that's why I love this one so much. Look how pretty those shades are. You wet these, are gorgeous. These actually look like two shadows that I have in my pan, those eyeshadows, but aren't they pretty? I just like the whole simplicity of a quad sometimes, and this is just there. I got a brow bone color, I got those two shimmer shades, that green one where I can use it. I just have to be careful with it because you guys can see it kind of looks muddy. It's very dark, so unless I shear this out, you won't really see that it's green, and it does have sparkle to it. My hand was wet, so that's why it looks like that, but you see what I mean? So the green isn't my favorite, but I do love the color combo. So I do like the fact that I can just bring in another green and use it with those two other shadows. So this quad, I honestly wish that Bare Minerals didn't get rid of their quad situation like this, because I do feel like these are good for those that don't want a big palette, that don't want a lot of choices, that want something simple, quick to the point, but may want color, may want something like you get the mirror in here. So I thought this was beautiful. So I wish that this was still available. Unfortunately, these quads are no longer existing, any of those. All right, so the last 4 products that I have for you guys are eyeshadow palettes. Of course, I had to bring in some eyeshadow palettes. The first one I want to share with you guys is Menagerie Cosmetics. This is the Courtship palette. This is no longer available, but again, the simplicity of this 6-pan palette, it's just beautiful. You ended up with 4 mattes and 2 shimmers, and I can wear this all year round. And the colors are ridiculous in here. It's not even funny how pigmented these shadows are. I've spoken about this brand so many times, you guys, so many times. It's not even funny. So you guys can see they're very, very pigmented, super pigmented. It's just a lot to work with if you're not comfortable with color. But this one made it work. I think they have these as singles. I'm not sure, but I love the whole palette. I love the packaging of the palette. I love the inside of it. I love the fact that I can take this with me if I want to. It's a nice heavy palette. I wish this was not discontinued, but I do understand why. Like this one was discontinued, but I'm pretty sure the singles are still available, so you can still get it. It's just not in this way. All right, remember how I mentioned to you guys earlier about ColourPop? Well, here's a prime example. This was a hit. This is the Good Sport palette. This was a hit. Why did they discontinue this? Why? Every single person that purchased this palette loved it, loves it, raved about it. I could tell you from YouTubers that have a lot of followings to those that had very minimal spoke about this palette in such a high way, including myself. Like, I've raved about this palette. One of my favorite top 10 summer palettes. Love this palette. You can go different ways with it without having the same look over and over and over. And why did they discontinue it? I don't understand. It was out of stock for so long. It sold out when they said they brought it back. Why would you, like, I just think to myself, like, wouldn't you think, let's keep this for a little bit longer. Get rid of the Yes Please palette, because we've seen that so many times over and over and over in other brands. Keep this one. That's a lot more unique. I don't know. This should have stayed. I don't know why they got rid of this. For the last two palettes, I just found this out literally in my last video in the comment section that these two were discontinued. I did my own research and I found both of them on a website that kind of helps out those that are out of the US, International Shipping, Beauty Bay. One of them is still in stock on Beauty Bay. The other one is not. I cannot find it anywhere besides either Poshmark or Mercari, which I haven't checked out. But I've seen these are out of stock and I did not know that these were being discontinued. If I am wrong, please let me know because I'm hoping I'm wrong, but they're not even on their website and it's making me nervous because I had no clue. Am I the last person to know this? Did you guys know this? Because I had no idea. So I'm going to share both of them with you guys because they're from the same brand and I'm kind of bothered that they discontinued these two without letting anybody know if they wanted to get them before they were gone. That really, I can't believe they did that. And that's these two from Juvia's place. The Deuce palette and the Try palette, you guys. I've spoken about these for so long and they're no longer on their websites. I can't find these anywhere. And one of you guys had told me in the comment section that these are discontinued. Why would you discontinue? This is one of their best sellers. I saw that a lot of people that have bought this love it. I can't find it anywhere. This one is still available on the Beauty Bay website. So if you do want it, I would highly recommend jump before it sells out. This one's so beautiful. You get those, I've spoken about this so much. I'm so mad that they got rid of these without saying anything because I would have bought these for giveaways for you guys. And now I can't even do that if I wanted to because I can't find them anywhere besides there. So this is the Try palette. Why did they discontinue this? They should have discontinued the Nubian 1 palette. I thought that was, it's just a simple, all constantly same colors over and over. They should have got rid of that one or one of the other palettes. Why this one? This one was so unique. The other one was this one. This was another unique one. This is the Deuce palette. Why? Why did they get rid of this one? I cannot find anywhere. It is sold out everywhere. I cannot find it anywhere. You guys, I'm so upset that they got rid of these. This is so disappointing. I think these two are the ones that hit me the hardest just because I can't find them anywhere. They didn't tell us. They didn't say this is the last restock. We're getting rid of them. Come get it before they say goodbye. You know those kind of things where they do that. They just completely took them off. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm hoping that I am wrong, but everything is pointing to the fact that these two are officially off the market and you cannot get these again. All right, you guys, so those are 10 eye products that I wish were still around that have been discontinued. The last two really hit me hard. I have not even processed it yet. I just saw it last night and it's been driving me crazy that they got rid of those. It's such a shame. So anyway, I can't link these down below even if I wanted to, you guys. So I'm sorry. I'm sure there are very, very similar products out in the market nowadays because there's so much makeup being released that it's ridiculous. But I wish these specific, they just work so well. Why reinvent the wheel? Like I said, just keep what is good and get rid of the bad because the bad, crappy stuff they still have around and I don't get that. So anyway, thank you so much to Bridget for doing this collaboration with me. Please check her out in the description box. Check out her channel. Check out our video. You guys, seriously, I really have been enjoying her content so much. She is such a sweet person. So I hope you guys enjoy her channel just as much as I have. I will put in more videos right over here for your enjoyment. Until then, bye guys.